Hello, and welcome to the Fast Book Pod channel, where you'll find the best book summaries. You'll watch book summaries just like watching a movie. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos for in-depth reviews of great books. Let's get to the book summaries.
Imagine a man who dreams endlessly, but rarely moves. That's Ilya Ilyich Oblomov, the heart of Ivan Goncharov's classic novel, Oblomov. Set in 19th century Russia, this story is not just about one man's laziness, but about a deep, almost philosophical exploration of human nature, social decay, and the paralysis of indecision. When the novel begins, Oblomov is lying on his couch in a small, dusty apartment in St. Petersburg. He's been there for so long that his servant, Zakir, constantly nags him to get up, wash, dress, or even just open his mail. But Oblomov doesn't move. The image of him lying in his robe, surrounded by old books, unopened letters, and unfinished plans, becomes a perfect metaphor for his entire life. Oblomov is intelligent, kind-hearted, and cultured, yet he lacks the will to act. He spends his days dreaming about his childhood home, a country estate called Oblomovka. In his imagination, Oblomovka is peaceful, warm, and timeless. It represents comfort, safety, and a slow rhythm of life, where nothing urgent ever happens. It's his paradise, but also his prison, because it keeps him trapped in nostalgia and away from the real world. Soon, his friend Andrei Stoles enters the picture, the perfect opposite of Oblomov. Stoles is half German, practical, disciplined, and ambitious. He's a man of action, constantly working, improving himself, and engaging with society. Stoles truly cares for Oblomov and wants to help him change his life. He encourages him to get out, socialize, and find purpose again. One day, Stoles introduces Oblomov to Olga Sergeyevna, a beautiful and intelligent young woman. Olga is fascinated by Oblomov's mind, his gentle manners, and his sensitivity. She believes she can inspire him to live again, to awaken from his emotional sleep. Slowly, through her love and presence, Oblomov begins to change. He starts reading, walking, and even imagining a life filled with hope and possibility. For a moment, it seems that love might save him. Olga dreams of a shared life where they could build something together, a life of action, creativity, and affection. And Oblomov, touched by her sincerity, truly wants to believe it too. But his inner nature, the inertia, the fear, the weight of his own passivity, begins to pull him back. The moment he faces real responsibility, Oblomov starts to withdraw again. He delays his letters, postpones meetings, and stops visiting Olga as often. He tells himself he'll do everything tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. Olga realizes, with a painful clarity, that she cannot change him. Her love was genuine, but Oblomov's soul belongs to Oblomovka, to that dream world of stillness where time doesn't move. She breaks off their relationship, and though it devastates her, she understands it's the only way to save herself. Meanwhile, Stoles continues his active life and later reconnects with Olga. Their shared sense of purpose and energy draws them together. They represent the new, forward-looking Russia, while Oblomov symbolizes the old, sleepy one, content in its comfort but incapable of growth. Years pass. Oblomov retreats further into isolation. He moves to a quieter area, looked after by a kind widow named Agafia Pushenitsina. Agafia is simple, nurturing, and devoted to him. She doesn't challenge him, doesn't ask him to change. She cooks, cleans, and takes care of everything. Oblomov finally feels completely at peace, but it's a peace built on stagnation. He becomes like a shadow of himself, kind, gentle, but detached from life. Stoles visits him occasionally, still trying to awaken him, but Oblomov only smiles and says he's happy. He no longer dreams of achieving anything. He just wants to exist in quiet comfort. Eventually, Oblomov's health declines. He dies peacefully, without drama or revelation, simply drifting away, much like he lived. Agafia mourns him deeply, and Stoles reflects on his friend's life with sadness. To Stoles, Oblomov wasn't a fool or a failure. He was a man trapped by his own softness, by a world that encouraged comfort over action, and by a heart that feared change more than death. Through Oblomov's life, Goncharov paints a brilliant and tragic picture of a society caught between movement and inertia. Oblomov represents the dying spirit of the old Russian gentry, a class so content with ease and tradition that it lost its strength to act. Stoles and Olga, on the other hand, embody progress, intellect, and renewal. The novel is not just about laziness. It's about how dreams, when not balanced by action, can turn into illusions that consume a person. Oblomov's tragedy isn't that he failed to work, it's that he failed to live. His famous Oblomovism, a word that came to describe his kind of apathy, became a symbol for people who overthink but underlive, who want happiness without effort, and who confuse peace with paralysis. And yet, there's something deeply human about him. Oblomov's warmth, his kindness, and his longing for beauty make him lovable, even as we watch his slow self-destruction. We all carry a little bit of Oblomov inside us, that part that resists change, that prefers dreaming to doing. Goncharov's genius is that he makes us reflect on that inner struggle with empathy, not judgment. By the end of Oblomov, we don't simply pity him, we understand him. His story lingers, not as a tale of failure, but as a quiet reminder that life cannot be lived lying down. Dreams are precious, but they must be carried into the world, not locked away in the mind. And when the book closes, we're left asking ourselves, how much of my life am I truly living, and how much am I just imagining?
It was a very good book. Did you like it too? You can write your thoughts in the comments section. See you in the next summary.